Hola, bon dia.
Spring has officially sprung.
So today we're going to take you on a garden tour.
All right, so the plums are the newest trees that we've planted. And this one is a golden plum. The one with our water catchment screen is a red plum. And then we actually thought the purple one didn't make it, but we'll take a closer look and it actually does have some buds on it. So the yellow one is doing really good. It has lots of new growth, but I haven't really noticed any growth on the branches. So I'm not sure what happened there. They do feel a little dry, so we may have to cut them back. This one is doing really well, so it has fresh growth and leaves on all of the branches, which is a good sign. So it's doing the best out of all of them so far. And there's one tiny leaf at the very top. That's the only one I can see, but I don't have my glasses on. But yeah, that's all I see at the moment. There are some more buds, but yeah, they haven't started to open. So hopefully it pulls through. And then we're going to take a look at the moringa. So our moringa tree took a beating during the frost. It was all like spongy and we thought for sure it was dead. But Grant noticed down at the bottom here, there's a few, hey, get out of there. There's a few new leaves starting. So we cut it back to focus the growth down at the bottom where there's still some signs of life. So the peach tree has a few of the blossoms left. I did take a video earlier in the week and some pictures, so I'll include those.
And I grafted an apple from Jose and Bettina's, and I grafted it onto the peach tree.
Nice.
And it's starting to bud. So it took. That's the only graft looks like it took.
Amazing. It was full of blossoms, so hopefully we're going to get lots of peaches. Millions of peaches.
Peaches for free.
We have passion fruit or maracuja. So it has some flowers as well. Where are they? Oh, there's one there. And a couple more here. So here and here and 3 over here. So quite a few flowers on that plant as well. We've had a lot lower success rate with our seeds this year than we've ever had before. I'm not sure why. Really, Mitzi? Maybe that's why. Clown. So we have a sunflower, and this is a mix of zinnia and sweet williams. Mitzi just knocked one of our aloe over. Probably have to add more dirt to that later. I bought the roses at Lidl this week. And these are the strawberries that we got from our friends. And we have some more over here that we got at the market, which we'll show you as well. So we decided to go check out one of the local markets this morning.
Since we haven't done that yet.
Yeah, we've gone to the ones that are far away, but we haven't gone to the ones that are close.
Ooh.
So this is the start of the market here. And all down the street behind me. Beautiful plants. They have some bougainvillea here for me to kill. We bought 4 strawberry plants at the market. And then we have some I think these are mostly cucumbers through here. And tomatoes. We have a melon. I think this is a melon too. Watermelon. And then we have a bunch of corn. So that's exciting. I have a bunch of corn. All right, so we have all garlic here. We have elephant garlic. So one clove was like this big. And we have our lettuce, some cabbage, some onions, and then more leeks at the end. And through here we have peas along the back of the wall. And more lettuce and onions, and then leeks down at the end.
Garlic.
Sorry, garlic down at the end.
You like garlic?
I do. I love garlic. In this bed here, we have radishes and carrots. They're doing really well. So we're repurposing the old wash stand. This is grapevine cuttings from, were they from the neighbor? Okay, so grapevine cuttings from the neighbor. And then we also have some cuttings from my currant bushes because they were growing quite tall, but just a single stalk. And you want the currants to be bushy because the fruit is on branches that are 1 to 3 years old. So I've cut them down to encourage more growth from the bottom. And I cut all of the pieces into about 1-foot long segments so that I could attempt to root them. And it looks like at least 3 of them have taken so far. So we'll have more currant bushes. This is our little plant nursery here. So it looks like some of my purple basil died, but there's still quite a few at the back there, and a pepper plant mixed in with them. The tomatoes are doing really well, and more cucumbers. And then I have Italian basil in this corner here, and they look like they're doing well. My cilantro is doing excellent. I think it's ready to replant.
Woohoo. Planted right in the garbage. I mean the garden.
Our cactus is looking really cool if you want to get a close-up on that. So it has some new growth at the top there.
I found it on the street.
Yeah, so not only do we rescue cats, we rescue plants, apparently.
It's a cactus.
And my beans are doing really well. So these are scarlet runner beans. And out of all of the nasturtium seeds that I planted, we only got 3 plants. So I don't know what's happening there. And I think so far we have 0 of the marigold. I keep planting seeds and nothing happens. And Grant cut down the golden berries and they're doing really well. Lots of new growth on them. And we've already harvested some of the golden berries from it. So it is producing again. Our Roma or pomegranate tree is also doing really well. We do have to trim off the branches at the bottom to encourage the growth at the top. So this one is a black currant. So this one was pretty much the height of the support and I trimmed it down. So we have some new growth at the bottom. So we're going to have more branches. And these 2 are red currants. They're doing really well, except for the snail munching on them. This one here was very slow starting this spring. This is our white currant bush, but it's doing really well also. Oh, it smells so good over here. We have lots of buds on the tangerine tree and a bunch more up at the top. Some flowers are open on this side, so there's a nice one right there. And little bees buzzing around. Can you catch this guy? Are you petting the bees?
Bee.
So this is our pear tree, And it actually has a lot of blossoms up on the older part up top as well. And then on the newer growth. And then our orange tree has tons of blossoms on it. So you can see some here. So the saying goes, Abril, águas mil, which means in April, 1,000 waters.
At the beginning of the week, it showed a solid week of rain in the forecast. So we were really trying to finish the roof, at least finish the framework.
Yeah, so we'll show you what we finished so far.
What you doing?
We forgot to do the show sugiban, or the yakasugi, on the wood before we put it up. So the ones that are up here, I'm going to do with the smaller torch. And then I'm going to get you to hook up the big blowtorch so I can do the ones that we haven't installed yet.
What are you doing up there?
I'm getting paint all over myself.
You look like you're in a pretty strange position.
I am. I'm like wedged under the roof here.
That's your new home.
It's my new home.
Yeah.
No thank you.
That's where you're going to be living soon.
Is this like the equivalent of being in the doghouse?
Exactly.
Whatever. Well, it's not perfect, but it looks better than leaving it like that. So I'm sure next year I'll end up dealing with that properly, but for now, it's going to be fine. You don't really see that much of it, and once we finish this roof, you'll see even less. So that'll do for now. I'm in the process of notching out the rafters, and then I will also be notching the stringers as well so that they fit into one another, so that everything is flush, all one level. So on this one here, I used my Japanese saw to make some cuts to the depth, so you can see my line here. So I marked out the depth, the sides, and at the top of the sides as well. And now I'm just going to go in with the hammer and chisel to clean this notch out. So Grant's idea was easier, to secure the rain guttering, or eaves trough, as us Canadians call it, into the block wall. And then I'll create my framework beside it. So there you go. Our eaves trough works well. Good job. Hello, Betty.
I am the rain.
Always on the roof. So now we're adding in the 4x4 along the side to kind of finish off the framework on this side. Here goes nothing.
Just make sure nothing ain't your thumb.
My thumbs are out of the way. There. And then I'll do a couple more and then I can chisel it out.
Mm-hmm.
Works way better than the ones that I cut by hand. What's up, Mavis? Come here. Come. Come here. Say hello to everyone on the YouTubes. What do you want? What's wrong? You want down now, don't you?
I think she's gonna get another bath.
Yeah, they all got a bath last night, so they were not impressed.
I'll have to film it for next time. No beach days this week.
I had to drive to Lisbon to renew my Swiss passport and ID cards, so we didn't want to take another day away from the renovations when we had a week of rain coming in the forecast. So we stayed home and got to work.
Even without our beachcombing days, we still found some free stuff this week. One man's trash.
So we're on our way to the grocery store to pick up a few things, and we spotted some wooden pallets behind the garbages along the way. So just as we're merging onto the main road, we've pulled over as far as we can.
What'd you say?
Oh, I'm talking to the YouTubes.
Oh.
We found some free pallets.
We collect junk.
Parts of pallets. So yeah. Add to our collection.
And we both
For
turned
our
at the same
patio
time.
furniture. So we also found a lounge chair beside the garbage when we were on our way to the Brico Marché yesterday. And it looks like it's in fairly decent condition, except for the elastic that was holding the cover on. So we just have to replace the elastic. I think we're probably just going to use some of the rope that we've found on the beach to tie it back onto the frame. And we also found an IKEA chair beside the dumpster. So it's in really good condition. Well, it could use some sanding and repainting. The chair had a broken bolt, so you can see the silver bolt is the one that we have replaced. It was snapped off in the chair, so Grant was able to drill into the broken one with a metal drill bit and pull it out from the threading. And then we just took one of the original bolts into Brico-Marché with us to find one that had the same size, so the same length and the same size of threading, and we were able to replace it. So it is now fully functional. And of course, I washed the cushions. The nice thing about IKEA is that the foam comes out of the cover, so I was able to wash everything separately, and we've had lots of warm, sunny weather, so it dried fairly quickly as well. Over the past few weeks, I've made a few trips to the unemployment office to search for jobs, and I learned that you need a separate social security number from your NIF or tax number. So one day was spent getting my social security number, and then I was able to go back and register with the unemployment office to search for jobs. So hopefully I'll find a job soon. So I'm waiting outside of the Loja de Cidadão in Pombal, and I have taken a number so that I can go in and see someone about applying for jobs. So they have an unemployment office upstairs here, and they help you to find jobs. So hopefully they can help me find something where you don't need to speak Portuguese very well, because yeah, my Portuguese is not at a level really for jobs that require a lot of speaking, at least not in Portuguese. So wish me luck. Come on. Come on. Come here. You can do it. Come on. Good boy. Keep coming. Come here. Come on. All the way down. Come on. Keep coming. You're almost there. Come on. Let go, Mama. Hi. Good boy.